Is this what Ferrari has just needed to do all along? It's a good test. Are you smarter than a robot?
Am I more motivated than a robot?
It feels really weird to be recording a video and really having no idea if this is even gonna work. Can Chat GPT do the job of an F1 strategist? We are going to be talking to Chat GPT about tomorrow's Canadian Grand Prix. Chat GPT is taking whatever prompt or question that you give it and putting it through an AI model that is pulling information, wording, and phrasing from Wikipedia, books, news articles, scientific journals.
Right now, discussions of AI, and specifically Chat GPT, are everywhere. I feel like every conversation I have is about this, every news article I read is about this.
What are your expectations for AI and specifically Chat GPT's ability to create a race strategy for Sunday's Canadian Grand Prix?
It'll just end up being a very general, this is a race strategy. That's what Chat GPT does. It's utilizing what's already existing.
My expectations are in the ground.
Teams barely know what the right strategy is, let alone a free online chat.
Everything about every track is so different in F1. If it gives us anything that is specific to the Canadian GP, I would be impressed.
In my previous uses of Chat GPT, it's glorified thesaurus. It's a lot like when you put something in Google Translate and then take that sentence or whatever bit of language and then flip it and put it back in reverse and you get whatever spits back out. It's like, that is kind of what I asked for.
There's a lot of predictive algorithms that help with audience targeting for ads. I have yet to experience an AI that levels that up.
My prediction is that I'm not replacing any race strategist opportunities of employment anytime soon.
We're giving Chat GPT its best shot.
Quali just finished, so right now it is Saturday, June 27th at 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time. So it is the night before the race.
And the things we know that are accessible for it to pull on the internet are, by the time Chat GPT gets these prompts, I have already run race sims just in Excel because that data is all public and accessible.
Okay, so we're gonna start a new chat. Give me a race strategy for, who should we start with? Mercedes F1 team to win the Canadian Grand Prix tomorrow. Which tires they should use? Oh, wow, it's long. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's still happening. Let's see what it says to do. It is so general. It is painful. It's crucial to note that this strategy is a generalized approach, that's for sure.
Its ability to write 13 paragraphs to answer the question, and none of those paragraphs said anything, was really impressive. It's a book report without reading the book, and not a good one. This is the one where they copy and pasted Wikipedia and then didn't make any changes.
It's a great answer, not answer. Here's this really long answer that's not going to be about anything that is currently happening and available. Race strategy would result in Charles Leclerc finishing the highest at tomorrow's Canadian Grand Prix. This all looks the same.
I was hoping that somehow their gobbledygook was like magically going to be one of the recommended strategies today, and it could not have been further from what Pirelli recommended and what the teams ended up doing. They recommended the one tire that every team did not use.
I kind of anticipated this section being like, teams pick a tire compound based on what would be best for the track, which is what it does. But then it goes into like a two-bulleted piece of soft and medium, which is statistically very likely can be used at an F1 race. So based on like a very general data, it's like, yeah, this is likely to be relevant. I mean, what is the probability of Max Verstappen winning the Canadian Grand Prix? Therefore, I cannot provide the probability of Max Verstappen winning the Canadian Grand Prix tomorrow or any other specific race. I can provide that probability.
Why does Chat GPT need to write 3 paragraphs to tell me that it's not going to answer my question?
It's that old golden rule of an essay is 3 paragraphs.
I'm so frustrated specifically at this sentence here. To assess the likelihood of Max Verstappen winning the Canadian Grand Prix, it's necessary to consider factors such as his recent performance, his team's competitiveness, his qualifying position, the track characteristics, and the strategies employed by the other teams in practice. With the exception of the last one, everything before that and is available in many articles on the internet.
F1 teams do use software to help them make race strategy decisions, whether that is inputting all these data into these predictive softwares that help them run through all the permutations that could possibly be for a race. But it seems like these predictive softwares have a lot more options and taking more data than ChatGPT was able to do.
Not a surprise here, mostly a no-brainer, exactly as expected. It would have been really interesting if we got a little bit more specific details at all in any of these questions.
The elephant in the room here is that these are not race strategies. To be an F1 strategy, this would need to tell us what tire compounds, when to pit, what should your pace be. So I wasn't expecting them to tell me what Lewis Hamilton's pace when he started on whatever compound they recommended starting, but that's needed.
And you would receive a bad grade on standardized in-state testing.